Before we talk about who this strategy is best suited for, I want to share something that financial planners across the country are becoming increasingly concerned about. Right now in the United States, the average retirement age is around 65 years old, but something interesting has been happening over the last couple of decades. Today, about 1 out of 5 Americans over the age of 65 is still working. That's more than 11 million seniors who are still in the workforce after what used to be considered traditional retirement. Now, for some people, that's by choice. They enjoy staying active and continuing to work, but for many others, the reason is much more practical. Many people simply cannot afford to retire yet. Rising living costs, medical expenses, and in many cases, debt carried into later years of life make it difficult for people to stop working. And this is one of the reasons why understanding the true cost of high interest debt is so important. Because when debt continues for years, the interest doesn't just cost money in the present. It can steal years of financial freedom in the future. That's why the goal of a structured debt strategy is not just to lower payments, it's to help people eliminate the debt completely so they can move forward financially. Now, I want to show you something that most people never calculate. We've talked about the interest cost of debt, but there's another cost that's even bigger. It's called the opportunity cost. Opportunity cost simply means what could your money be doing for you if it wasn't going to the banks? Look at Jane's timeline right now. Right now, Jane has about $39,269 in debt. If she just keeps making the minimum payments, it would take about 8.3 years to become debt-free. But using the structured plan we discussed, she could be debt-free in about 4 years. That difference is important because the sooner the debt is gone, the sooner that monthly payment can start working for her instead of the banks. Right now, Jane is sending about $952 per month to the credit card companies. But once the debt is eliminated, that same $952 per month could start going toward savings, investments, retirement, building financial security. So let's see what that could look like. Let's assume Jane invests that same $952 per month after the debt is gone. If she invested for just about 4.3 years with a modest return of 7% annually, you can see how the money begins to grow. Instead of interest working against her, compound growth begins working for her. But let's look at something interesting. Instead of saving for 4.3 years, let's change this number. Let's say Jane continues investing the same $952 per month for 20 years. Now look at what happens to the growth. You can see the line of the chart rise dramatically. The same monthly payment that used to go to the banks now becomes long-term wealth building. Now let's make one more adjustment. Instead of assuming 7% return, let's change the expected yearly return to 9%. Watch what happens to the total amount. Because when money compounds over time, even a small difference in return can lead to a much larger outcome. And now you can see how the growth accelerates even more. This is the part most people never calculate. The real cost of high interest debt isn't just the payments. It's the years wealth building that never happen. Years when money could have been going into investments, savings, or retirement instead of going to interest.